From its advent, film has been used to capture cultural reality. How then should film be used to accurately express constructed knowledge? How do we define it from other forms of film, and how do we define the distinct uses that film can serve in ethnography? Visual ethnographies attempt to capture life as lived by including informant accounts accompanied by various shots of ongoing events. Ethnographic film captures the triadic relationship of social roles, patterns of behavior, and environmental constraints, allowing us to understand relationships between phenomena. Key features of an ethnographic film are informant accounts and shots of ongoing events, as well as aspects which are invisible to the camera but can be made observable, actions which are concrete activities and objects such as ceremonial crafts.
Give us hope.
The time for justice is always right now.
She's good.
Everybody knows he's been running around stirring up trouble.
Get down.
One of them's liable to get hurt if you catch my drift.
Mr. Tolson!
Since it's clear that you have no evidence, I suggest you let him go.
Are you threatening me, boy?
I wouldn't do that, but I cannot speak for those people outside.
Let him go! Let him go!
Profit margin's damn slim in farming. You've got to pick out that one thing that you can make a half a point, 0.5% more by doing this or that. It was a good life, but it was tough. Up and down and doesn't even take Sundays off. My first thoughts were, well, which one of the neighbors was pulling a joke on us, you know?
So anyways, I'm a fucking
family, dude.
I'm a 27-year-old roughneck, you know.
We work 7 days on, 12-hour days. It can be 40 to 50 below.
Man, I should have quit the second day. But I got one paycheck, I got two paychecks, I got three paychecks. Where the fuck else am I going to make $85,000 a year on a GED?
Is CAFOD. The participatory video training lasted for slightly above 2 weeks. It was about how to actually use the camera and how to plan stories for filming. We selected participants for the training from various organizations that NMJD is actually working with. It was amazing that for some of us who have never got the opportunity to use the camera to video, actually we are able to grab the skills and start manipulating the camera, working with it effectively just in 2 days.
Successful visual ethnography depends on what anthropological standards are in place and if the film is meant to express observed knowledge or facilitate praxis.
Le dialogue que j'ai eu à ce moment-là, c'est qu'ils ont commencé à me critiquer et à me dire « Comment, tu as mis de la musique sur la chasse à l'hippopotame ?» Alors moi je disais oui, et déjà je me sentais un peu coupable. J'avais voulu effectivement la vieille tradition des westerns. C'est au moment où on a un élément dramatique, on le soutient par une musique. Mais j'avais bien choisi une musique qui était Gawai Gawai, qui est une musique de chasseur. J'aurais dit ça, je me dis oui c'est vrai, mais l'hippopotame qui est sous l'eau, il a de très bonnes oreilles, si on met de la musique, il fiche le corps. La chasse, on n'entend rien. Sans ça, il n'y a pas de chasse. Mais pour moi, c'était une très grande leçon. C'était une très grande leçon parce qu'effectivement, c'était la même chose. Tout d'un coup, je m'apercevais que j'étais la victime du système du théâtre à l'italienne, avec orchestre dans la fosse, etc. Et la victime de cette aventure qui veut un accompagnement musical sur des scènes d'action. Et depuis, j'ai complètement supprimé la musique sur les films, sauf quelques éléments.
New technologies create instantaneous global connections and a new cultural order. Dr. Michael Wesch argues that anyone can now capture life as lived in their own homes.
But that's the story of the numbers, and this is really a story about new forms of expression and new forms of community and new forms of identity emerging. And so instead, I want to start with another little story And this one instead, we're going to start with a Moldovan pop song from 2003. Everybody's like groaning, okay. Okay, so this is launched in 2003. It becomes a big hit in Italy in 2004. It spreads throughout Europe later that year. Then travels over to Japan, where it mixes with the culture of animation, where people start making videos of this. One of these videos travels all the way to the suburbs of New Jersey, and there Gary Brolsma looks into his webcam and says, hello. And this is like this great moment. I'll just let you hear the music for a second. Can you hear it? Okay. And there's this great moment. Gary Wolk has written about this. He says, Brolsma's video single-handedly justifies the existence of webcams. And he goes on to say, because here he is sitting in this dismal-looking suburban bedroom, but he's really going for it, flirting with the camera, utterly given over to the music. It's a movie of someone who's having the time of his life, wants to share his joy with everyone, and doesn't care what anyone else thinks. So this video obviously becomes like a huge phenomenon. Some people have suggested it's been viewed 600 million times. I'm not sure what the proper statistic would be. As you can see, over 58,000 videos have now been uploaded, and you'll see just people all over the world joining in this dance. And this then becomes sort of something really important that's going on. And again, Gary Wolk has this great line when he's talking about this. He says, they start to look less like an infectious joke than a new cultural order. These kids aren't mocking the Numa Numa guy, they're venerating him. And they're beautiful to see because they're replicating and spreading his happiness. They're following a ritual that's meaningful if not yet venerable, learning the dance, lip-singing the song, documenting their performance just so, making it available for the world to see. So I kind of like to think of Gary as the first guy on the dance floor of this global mixer. And there's a lot more going on than just dancing. And you know, you think about the joy that people are expressing and the fun that they're having as they do this dance. And I like to think of it as more than just a dance, it's a celebration. It's a celebration of new forms of empowerment. Anybody with a webcam now has a stronger voice and presence. It's a celebration of new forms of community and types of community that we've never really seen before, global connections transcending space and time. It's a celebration of new and unimaginable possibility. And so, you can say that this is all hype, like these are just people dancing and having fun, but think about what they're dancing in front of. They're dancing in front of about 1 billion boxes in places all over the world that are networked together and allowing us to connect in ways we've never connected before. And in fact, they can actually invent new ways to connect with each other, and it's getting easier and easier to do so. And so that's why I like to think that this is really just a very important moment.
Ce sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic.